Joe Reddick.
Joe Reddick, the guard.
Justin Vaughn's going to come in the game, next stoppage for the Raleigh Firebirds. It's 26-21 with 2:30 remaining here in the first.
So we have a foul on number 11. That's his first foul. Number 24, Shaq Dance will go to the line. He will shoot 2. Shaq Dance, guard forward at 6'5". 1 foul so far in the game. 7-8 points right now for the player, for the Firebirds. And this is off the rim and no good. Subs coming in include Jamal McAllister, number 13. Matthew McLean, number 2, and Jorge Vaughn, number 23. So subs coming in for the Firebirds as the other foul shot remains for Shaq Dance at the line. And he will miss both free throws. And just like that, where they were down by 2, now they're down by 5, Trey.
It's just a matter of taking better shots for the Firebirds.
And correction, now make that 8. Number 10, Philippe Sorotka. Philippe Sorotka puts it in for 3. 29-21, and now they're down by 8 as we get to wrap up the first period. Still a lot of basketball left to remain, though, here, and we got it for you on the CRN Sports Network as Shaq dances on defense, throws it into the crowd, deflected by the Firebirds, turn it over and give it to the Indy Express.
And Good Milligan is coaching. He's the point guard for this Firebirds team out of Raleigh, and he's coaching his players. Look, just slow it down a little bit. I mean, this is how you make a direct pass. So we're going to see what the Firebirds can do here with only 1:52 remaining, down 29-21.
Coming up on the final 2 minutes in the first period. And flip-flop Sorotka. He'll set it back down to Reddick. Reddick's there. He's going to look under the paint, find 3-man pressure, and they fight it off. Defense, great work by the Firebirds. But there goes number 11 for the foul. That's his second in the game.
His second.
We finally found out the player's name. It's number 11, Dominique Wall. That's his second foul for the Indy Express. Dominique Wall, number 11. And this will bring number 3, Matthew McLean, to the line. Matthew McLean, he is a 6'6" guard forward. McLean will shoot 2. First shot goes up, and he puts it in, Trey.
And it's good to see the Firebirds actually hit a free throw. That's been their nemesis right now so far. And you hit more of those. Again, they say it's the easiest point on the basketball.
Both free throws good by McLean. Coming up on 90 seconds remaining in the first period of play. It's a new season. The Raleigh Firebirds on the road here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Trey Sneyd, Wesley Outlet on the call. The CRN Sports Network, the official flagship network of the Raleigh Firebirds in the Triangle of North Carolina. Turn it over. Back to the basket. Here comes number 11, Dominique. He'll take it there. Blocked by Wall. Great work by the defense of the Firebirds. He about lost it. Powering his way up court, McAllister. And now coming up here with a shot for 2. Off the rim. It's no good, but coming back there was McAllister off the rim. He couldn't put it in. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Number 5 on the defense now is Vaughn. He puts it off the basket for the Indy Express. No good. And trying to put it in off the rim was number 24 of Shaq Dance, but we do get a foul out of the deal.
Should be Wall.
Foul on Dominique Wall. That is his third. 17 foul for the Indy Express. Third foul on Dominique Wall. 29-23, 6-point game. And this will now bring number 3 to the line of Matthew McLean. And he will shoot 2 again. Number 10. Getting ready to come in there. So the first shot is good. McLean is now all good. 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Trey Sneyd, that's a good improvement here in this opening game, and he'll go 4 for 4 right now. So the only man doing really good at free throws for the Firebirds so far is for Matthew McLean.
Well, it gets you back in the game when they give you the free shots. You make those. Now it's 29-25. It's an easy 2-point possession.
Here comes another attempt made by number 4 to the basket. That's Joe Reddick, the guard He'll put it in for another 2. That's 5 points now in the first period. 30 seconds. A nailer of 3. Jorge Vaughn puts it in for 3. What a great job by number 23, Jorge Vaughn. We have 2 Jorges on the Firebirds team. We have Jorge Vaughn and Jorge Concepcion. And actually, they call him Justin Vaughn.
Yeah. And the Firebirds steal the ball over again. Number 10 puts it up at the free throw line. It's going to be no good.
Yeah,
and it could be a goaltend. But they didn't call that. But it's a 31-28 going into the second quarter.
Literally hanging in the crosshairs, so to speak. Still plenty of time to make things happen at the end of the first period.
Yeah. I mean,
only 12 minutes down.
I'm satisfied. I mean, of course, you don't like to be satisfied going down into the second quarter, but this is the first game for the Raleigh Firebirds. Last year, they went 0-3 to start the season. They finished with 4 points away from going to the national championship and possibly winning the national championship,
They went to the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. So this year, they're starting hot. They're going up against a team that won 120-83 over the Owensboro out of Kentucky, and back on
Thursday night Thursday night they played against Owensboro. We play at Owensboro tomorrow night.
Yep. So this team, Express, they have all the momentum on their side coming into the ball game. I love what I'm seeing out of Milligan and out of Shaq Dance so far for the Raleigh Firebirds. They're moving the ball efficiently. They're shooting the ball down low a lot better, should you say.
Right.
So coming into the second quarter, it's going to be interesting. 12 minutes on the scoreboard. 31-28 is your score going into the second.
And now we're going to flip-flop positions. I'll go to color. Trey Snyder will go to play-by-play. We just do things that way here on CRN.
Hey, Dante Fon for the Indy Express will be the inbounder. He gives it over to number 3 in Troy Taylor, the guard for Indy Express. Starts to the left-hand side, go all the way to the right. Number 10 picks him up for the Raleigh Firebirds. He gets it inside to Dixon and puts it up by himself. He goes up. It's going to be no good, controlled by the Raleigh Firebirds. They bring it up the center of the court. He gives it over to number 24 in Shaq Dance. Outside, puts it up by himself and no good. And it's going to be tested by Dixon, number 7 of the Indy Express. Quickly get it over the half-court line. They go up, and it's going to be an offensive foul. That will be against a number 8 in John Hart. That's going to be his first for Indy Express, and it will be the Firebird basketball.
Good call by the referees there. Quickly, a very fast offensive move, and they called that perfectly. So that Harts deserve that foul. Yes.
So number 10 will bring it up the center of the court for the Raleigh Firebirds. 11:24 remaining in the second quarter. 31-28 is your score. They give it outside to number 23 in for the Raleigh Firebirds in Vaughn. Get it inside, put it up, and it's going to be good for number 13 for Jamal McAllister. That's going to be his 5th point of this afternoon. And they quickly get it down to Tatum. He backs up, and it's going to be an offensive foul again against Dixon. That's the second of possession by the Indy Express. They'll turn the ball over.
That's the first foul on Sean Tatum Dixon, the center for the Indy Express. And this is going to give them an opportunity. I think we got a timeout on the court.
No, they're wiping up.
We have a referee timeout cleaning the floor here.
So look what happens when you move the ball more efficiently and you make them do things they're not comfortable doing. It's now 31-30. They're right back into this ball game, only being down a couple points going into the first quarter.
That's right.
So 11:03 remaining here in the second quarter. The Firebirds are only down by 1. 31-30 is your score. The Firebirds do have the basketball. Number 10 will give it to the right-hand side. He starts right. He's going to be picked up by Troy Taylor. He gets trapped in the corner, stops his feet, has to get inside number 4 for the Raleigh Firebirds, and Aaron Baker. And almost loses the basketball, but number 13 grabs it, controls it for the Raleigh Firebirds. Brings it inside by himself outside of Shaq Dance. He's going to take the quick 3, and it goes off the front of the rim. And the Firebirds are fighting every step of the way, but it's controlled by number 3 in Troy Taylor. Bring it up the right-hand side. Get it inside to the big man. He steps up. Going to be fouled. That was number 8 in John Hart for Indy Express, and it will be number 10. So Concepcion has the foul for the Raleigh Firebirds, and number 8, John Hart, will be at the free throw line for 2. He puts the first one up, and it's going to be good.
And the Firebirds staying right within the crosshairs of making something happen. But just as soon as they start to reel in that clock and close in on that scoreboard, Trace Knight, the Express come back and put on that offensive train.
So number 8, John Hart, makes the best of 2 free throws. Concepcion has it on the left-hand side. He's going to give it over to Shaq Dance. He starts left, goes right, and breaks it inside. Gives it over to number 24 for the Firebirds. And it's going to be a turnover for the Raleigh Firebirds, as number 23 for the Firebirds said, "My bad, coach, my bad, that's Justin Vaughn." And is it a turnover for the Raleigh Firebirds, and Indy Express will take over. 10-11 remaining here in the second quarter. 33-30 is your score. Number 3 in Troy Taylor brings it up the center of the court. He's going to give it all the way to the right-hand side to number 5 in Dante Vaughn, the guard for Indy Express. And he's going to be trapped in corner, and they tried almost, and it's going to be a jump ball. Good defensive stance by the Raleigh Firebird, as the entire team keep
coming up quickly to defend the aid of number 23 of Jorge Vaughn. Justin Vaughn, they got your back. And that's what Coach, assistant head coach, general manager DeMarcus Oliver told us. He wanted that unity. He wanted that culture. That's the word, culture.
That's exactly right.
He used it last Sunday at Fox and Hound with you and Brandon White there for the kickoff party show for the media, and he said the same thing on the road with us last night during that long, grueling drive to Indiana.
And it was a tough little. It was right at 12 hours to get here. And the Raleigh Firebirds on the jump ball get control of the basketball. Gives it outside to number 23, Justin Vaughn. Outside of Shaq Dance for the 3. It's going to be good. No, that's going to be number 13 for the Raleigh Firebirds for the 3. And Jamal McAllister. That's his second three-pointer of tonight. That's going to be 8 points for him.
This game now tied. All even, 33, 9:25 in the first half. And another three-point shot by number 8, John Hart. And that's 2 field goals on the player guard for the Indy Express.
9:13 remaining here in the second quarter, and they're going to call a foul, but it might be on the floor.
You go. Somebody else got to get yours, right?
So that's going to be on number 2 in Warren Jones. That's his first here in the second quarter. 36-33 is your score. The Firebirds will have the basketball on the outside. And the referee has walked over to the score table to kind of get some explanation. But nonetheless, it will be Firebirds basketball. Shaq Dance wants it outside to number 25 for the 3. It's going to be in and out. Controlled by Mae Young for the Indy Express. Going to do an alley-oop all the way down low, and it's going to be no good, but it's controlled by Indy Express by number 3 in Troy Taylor. He's picked up at the half court. Swings it all the way to the left-hand side. He's going to shoot the 3 for number 2 in Warren Jones. Going to be no good. And the Indy Express gets an opportunity to bring it back up or put it up for the 2. It's going to be no good. Controlled by number 3 for the Firebirds, Matthew McLean. His first field goal of the day. Now all his points have come out. Now 6 points for McLean for the Firebirds. It's 36-35. 1 point deficit by the Firebirds against Indy Express. Number 8 puts it up for the 3, and he's going to be fouled.
Attempt made there by John Hart. He'll go to the ground. They're going to call a foul on number 10 for the Firebirds of Raleigh.
That's going to be
Jorge Concepcion.
There you go. That's his second.
Concepcion.
I love that name, by the way.
And we got another player named Jorge Vaughn, but they just say, call me Justin. Live coverage, 36-35. As this game rolls along here. A great matchup, Trace Knight. An awesome, I would say, debut for the Raleigh Firebirds.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Especially almost 700 miles away from home in the Tar Heel State. And speaking of next week, the